guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another bridal makeup. I've already done one on my channel. It is a super glam makeup and we had a really good conversation in the comments about what you guys thought about it. Obviously these are just kind of mini trials I'm doing on myself. A lot of the products that you're going to see are going to be similar because I really am trying makeup out for my wedding day. In the same theme as the last makeup, I am actually getting ready for a dress fitting. So I will be wearing this makeup to my fitting and I am going to keep it on all day and do another check-in with you guys because you guys really enjoyed that last time. So let's get started. Two things to quickly note. I do have a new little guy on my shoulder. This is Baby Snakey. There's a reason behind why he's called Baby Snakey, but I just call him Baby. A lot of you guys wanted to see him. This is him. I absolutely love it. I got it done by Emma Sweeney in Glasgow. She was so fab. I booked the appointment months ago because she is super busy. She's really full, her diary's really full. So I'm really, really happy with them. And another thing to note is I am sick. So if I sound a little bit different or I look a little bit rough, it's because I'm feeling rough as hell. But the show must go on. And I actually am happy I'm getting sick now and not on my wedding. So let's get started. Unlike the last video, I am actually going to zoom you in and do my eyes first. I think that I probably will do my eyes first on the day just to avoid touching my face in any way while I'm doing my eye makeup. So let's zoom you in. First thing I'm going to do is put my base on. I am going to use MAC Laying Low and I'm just going to buff that on with an eyeshadow brush. The last time I used this in my trial makeup, I didn't set it properly. I forgot to set the inner corner here, so I'm just going to be really careful of that. And I'm just buffing on a light layer all over. And the makeup we're going to do today, the skin very well might be my wedding makeup. The only thing that I know that I won't do, which I am going to do in this video, is the lip. A lot of you guys love the classic red lip for wedding makeup, and I know that I won't be wearing a red lip, but I thought it would be really cool to try it out, do a classic bride look. It is a super classic look for a wedding to wear a red lip, especially here in Scotland. A lot of people love a winter wedding. Okay, the palette we're going to use today is the Natasha Denona Neutrals palette. I'm just going to go in with the shade Tusk and I'm just going to do a light wash of that all over. I'm just testing out eyeshadows. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows so much, and this palette is a great size and it's got loads of options in it, so this very well might be coming with me to Italy. And because we're doing a red lip, I am going to go a wee bit more natural in the eyes. This is going to be a really gorgeous, natural-ish bridal makeup. I say natural-ish because you are on my channel. For the crease, let's go in with Freckle. What a beautiful shade. And I'm going to do my usual. I'm going to go in the crease. Don't always do eyes first, but I think when it's event makeup or wedding makeup, something pretty serious, eyes first is a good move, because imagine you're doing your wedding makeup and you get fallout for whatever reason, or you mess up your eyeliner or something like that. It's so much easier just to take your eyes off and start again, or wipe clean your skin. So I just think it's a good move. The last bridal makeup that I did, if you've seen that or if you fancy going and watching it, it is more glam. We went quite heavy on the eyeliner, but honestly, I kept on making mistakes, so I kept on having to make my wings bigger. I'm lucky in the fact that I wear a lot of makeup a lot of the time, so it didn't look abnormal on me, but I do agree, I think a smaller liner and more of a smoky eye is probably what I'm going to lean towards. Oh, that's nice. Oh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep buffing this in. I'm just using the one colour still. I'm just using my nice window wiper movements. The brushes I'm using, this is the Smith 232, my favourite brush for this part of the makeup. Now I'm going to go in with the Smith 247, it's slightly smaller, and we're going to go in with the shade Seed in the corner, which is a really gorgeous cool tone brown. It's a bit darker, and I'm just going to intensify the outer corner. I loved reading all the comments on your tips and tricks for the wedding day, not just makeup, but what you wish that you'd done or something that you did that you thought really helped on the day. For example, never did I think of maybe taking myself off into a room to do my own makeup, because I am doing my own makeup, and just doing it by myself in a really chilled atmosphere with my music on, just because it's quite a hectic day. A lot of you guys are saying about waterproof mascara. It's so exciting. I love reading your stories if you're married, or what you wish you'd done, what you did do. Like I just think it's really it makes me really excited. I'm just going back in with that crease colour just to blend that all in. And I think that's as much we're going to do in the eyes because we're doing a bold lip. Just a really gorgeous, really beautifully blended, light smoky eye. There we go. The thing that I didn't do last time was set my inner corner. So I'm going to go in with Tusk again. And we're going to go in with a firmer brush. And I'm just going to really pack that shadow on in the kind of inner corner crease area. And it also just kind of brightens everything up, which is nice. And these eyeshadows, they are expensive, I know, but they are so, so beautiful. Natasha Denona has probably one of my favourite formulas in this palette. If you've not tried Natasha Denona before, this palette's one of those palettes that you will reach for a lot because it is obviously a neutrals palette, really gorgeous tones. I might actually go in with the shade Shine. This is the kind of goldy shade. It's one of the 3 shimmers in the palette. And I'm going to go in with that in a little dense brush. Just in the inner corner just now. Oh, that's beautiful. For this look I will be doing liner, but my new favourite thing, you guys have maybe spotted it on my Instagram a lot, is using a brown liquid liner for my wings. So this is the roller liner by Benefit in the shade brown. I use it for my freckle every day, but it is so great for a brown wing. And I'm going to do them nice and kind of smaller. Well, let's just see how it goes. Let's just see what happens. And that is a really easy way to get more of a kind of almond shaped eye, but it's a little bit less harsh than the kind of black liner. I absolutely love doing a brown liner, and I actually think if you're super kind of dark in your tones, if you've got kind of deeper skin or darker hair, black looks great all the time. If you're really, really fair and you think it looks a little bit harsh, brown liner is such a great alternative. For mascara, I am going to use the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It is just one of my favourite mascaras. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm a bit of a crier, not in like day-to-day life, but I cry a lot at films, adverts, things I see on Twitter. I just cry quite a lot, and I never find that I go and look in the mirror and I'm like, wow, I've cried all my makeup off. It usually stays on all right. Maybe I should try and make myself cry today. Maybe I should watch something really sad and see what happens, but I just love this mascara so much, especially on my bottom lashes. It doesn't smudge or crumble through the day. Do you know what I might do? I might have a little look online and see if there's a waterproof version. I really love it. Another great thing about this makeup look, especially the eye look, is if you're not a lashes wearer or you don't want to wear lashes on your wedding day, personally can't relate, but that's fine, we're all different people. This is such a gorgeous soft look that you can see you don't need lashes if you don't want them. It's just really beautiful with or without, especially if you build your lashes up nice and long. You can see it does everything that you need it to do. Top of the eye is done and mascara's on. I'm going to wait and do my lashes last, just because if I'm using powder, the powder might get into the false lashes and make them look a little bit dusty, and I'm not going to do it under my eyes until I've done my concealer. So I'm going to zoom you out and let's do our skin. There you can see that the eye look is just super soft, but it is just really beautiful. It's definitely not too much. This is probably the minimum eye makeup that I'll be wearing. I do think it's really gorgeous. I'm interested to hear what you guys think actually. I'm just going to add a wee touch more eyeshadow just to make sure that we're really blended. On your wedding day, if you're doing your own makeup like me, or if you're doing someone else's makeup, take that time to add in your shadows and make sure you're blending loads, because the more eyeshadow you put on and buff out is the more powder that's setting the primer, which means that your eyes are not going to crease. For skin, I'm going to use the Arborian Matte Cream. I'm kind of converted. I have quite, you can see I've got my skincare on just now. I have really normal to combination skin, but I do definitely get a little bit more oily with my makeup. So I've been really enjoying using a matte primer, especially this one. And it's funny because this one actually does feel a little bit silky for me, but I used this the other day underneath pretty much the entire skin look that I'm going to be doing. My makeup base lasted 12 hours. And it still looked great. For foundation, last time I used the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation mixed with Sheer Glow. Today I am not going to mix it, I'm just going to use the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I'm going to mix the shades Syracuse and Stromboli. Stromboli is my kind of paler colour and Syracuse is my colour when I'm a bit more tanned. I'm middle of the road at the moment, so I'm going to take 2 pumps of each on the back of my hand, and I am going to dot this on my face. And the reason that I'm working off the back of my hand and not putting the product directly on my face, I want to be in control of how much I'm putting on. Going right over my lips. And the reason I'm not mixing the Sheer Glow in this time is when you mix the Sheer Glow and the Natural Radiant, you get more of a kind of dewy finish, and it is so beautiful. But the kind of dewier you're going to be, the kind of wetter your foundation is going to be, not as long it's going to last. And I really don't mind being a bit more matte on my wedding day because it's going to photograph beautifully, it's going to last better. And this foundation, I have just used it so much that I know exactly what I'm doing with it. You can see that colour is just a slight bit lighter than my body, but that's fine because I'm going to match it in when I do my bronzing and stuff. Next I'm going to go in with my concealer. I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. I will be wearing this on my wedding day for sure. Again, I just know exactly what I'm doing with it. It gives me the perfect coverage, never looks cakey. In my experience, I have touched up my makeup with this product after it's all set and after it's been on for a long time, and it always goes on perfect. So if I have to touch up the concealer underneath my eyes from crying my eyes out, I know that I'll be able to do that. So I'm just going to buff that in with my foundation brush as well. This is the Smith 151. Bringing that right up underneath my eyes. And I love that little touch of extra concealer right in the centre of the forehead just to get that flawless coverage. Now, I am very much a blank canvas right now. This is super good coverage. It doesn't look heavy close up though. This is the key thing. It does not look cakey, it does not look heavy. But because I have taken all the tones right out of my skin, I need to put them back. So the bronzer that I'm pretty sure I'm going to use on the day, just because I'm so obsessed with the colour and the way it goes on my skin, is the Hoola Caramel by Benefit. I am going to be a bronzed bride. So I'm just going to slowly work that into my skin, keeping the bronzer nice and high. When you apply your bronzer too low, it can kind of drag down the whole face. So keeping it nice and high on the cheekbone. And then around my forehead. Something that I'm really sticking to is looking like myself. So I wear a lot of makeup, right? I love makeup. I love being a glam honey. And I'm not going to scale it down for my wedding day just because people kind of say that you have to be more natural. It's just not true. You can do whatever you like. It's the kind of same thing if you're really natural with your makeup. Maybe like don't go full glam on your wedding day because you might just not feel like yourself. So I am really staying true to my glam ways, my bronzed ways, my highlight ways, my strong lash game, my strong brow game. I'm really excited to be a kind of glam bride, and this is so important to me to test this makeup out and make sure it's going to photograph well and it's going to look good. Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit more colour in our cheeks. I'm going to just put a little touch either side of my nose. I'm not a big nose contourer, but I do know that if you've got sun all over your face, you're definitely going to get a little bit of sun in your nose, you know? I've not powdered my face yet, so you can go back in with your foundation brush if you so need and almost buff any lines. One tip that I've definitely picked up from you guys is blusher on the wedding day. Obviously I'm going to be in loads of photos. I'm not going to go too nude with my skin and I'm not going to go too nude with my lips. So I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Sticks blush. These are new to me, but I really like them. And I'm just going to pop a little bit on and then use my foundation brush just to help blend that away. And the reason I'm going for such a kind of nude blush is because we're doing a red lip. I don't want my blush to contrast or take away from the red lip at all. And that gives a really nice glow to the skin as well because it's a cream product. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion highlighter in the shade number 2. This is very loved by me. I think it's amazing. I'm just going to strategically place this right in the high points of my face. I'm not going to go glowy too close to the middle of my face, otherwise it can actually make me look not puffy, but it can make my cheeks look really big. And then I do love a little touch above the brow, especially because we've got that matte primer on. My skin is going to be a little bit less glowy all over. Highlight my Tin Man nose. Again, I said this last time, I am not getting married without a Tin Man nose. I don't care what anyone says to me. Another little tip I picked up from you guys was to set your cream product with powder just to make sure it's going to last. So I'm going to go in with the NARS Orgasm Blush and just pick a little bit up with a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pat that on. Just like so. Still super subtle, but just a little bit more, you know, set in place. I'm going to add a little bit of the Fenty Beauty bronzer in Island Ting. So this is quite deep, you can see, but I use it really sparingly on a big brush. Just right at the back of my bronze. And also just at my temples. And a little bit around my jaw. Now we've got all our kind of face products in place, we're going to powder. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I absolutely flippin' love it. I use the shade light medium, and I've got a big brush with quite a lot of powder on it, and I'm just going to pat that in. And I'm being quite generous with the powder because I really do not want to be shiny. Just a little info for you guys. We're getting married in Tuscany. The weather right now in Tuscany is about 30 degrees, so it's hot, but we're not actually getting married until 5 p.m. So by that time, the sun will be over the peak. It won't be as hot, but it will still be hot. I personally, I'm not a super sweaty person in my face, so I should be okay. I'm going to go in with a slightly denser brush, and I'm going to sweep this powder underneath my eyes. Looking like a bride, feeling like a bride. And now is the moment where we set our face, okay? I am not going to set my eye makeup because I think that might be a little reason why it might have creased. So I'm going to do this. You better know I'm taking my fan with me. I'm going to let that kind of dry down a bit naturally as well. At the moment, let's zoom you in and finish off our brows and our eyes. For under the eye, I'm literally just going to go in with a little bit of Seed in the outer corner and then back in with Freckle, and we're just going to do a nice kind of under eye smoke. Oh, see, I just immediately feel more myself when I've got smoky under eyes. For lashes today, I'm going to use the Lily lashes. This is the Wedding Collection. This is in the style Prenup. So this is the style of the lash. They are bigger on the outer corner, which I just thought would be really pretty for this look, but I'm going to cut them, and I'm going to cut away from the inner corner because I like a full lash. Okay, I'm going to glue those up with my duo glue. I talk about this all the time. This is the brush on adhesive duo glue with the green writing. It's the best glue, okay? So I'm going to glue these up, and then we're going to do our bottom mascara. Ready to get married. These are beautiful. Okay, while we're up close, I'm going to do my little freckle. And then for brows, again, the last time I did my brows, I kept them quite natural because, like I said, I want to be happy on my wedding day. I don't want to look severe and like I'm having a bad time, because I do sometimes do my eyebrows like I'm angry because I like looking angry. I'm going to go in with my gimme brow first to really get the shape, and then we're just going to fill in any kind of sparse areas. So starting through the kind of middle of the brow, you can see straight away that it just adds a little bit more definition, a little bit more fullness, makes my brows a little bit deeper. The shade I'm using is number 4. And then I'm going to go in with my Ka-Brow in the shade number 3, so it's a little bit lighter, and just a brow brush. And I'm just going to gently fill in any areas that I need. So just the tail. And then I like to just make my arch a little bit higher and just define the end, the whole end a little bit more. See this? Perfect. Just that much, not crazy. When I'm going to get ready in the morning, I'm going to make sure I've got a mirror for far away so I can see what I'm kind of looking like in general, but I'm going to make sure I do my makeup in a nice close mirror in good lighting. I'm actually going to take a couple of lights with me. The lights that I use to film are really handy. They're really small and dinky, and you can pack them and take them away. Just because I know that you guys will ask, they're called the makeup light. So they're not cheap. It was about £600 for both lights, but they are for professional makeup artists. I love them for filming. You can pack them away into a really small little case, so I'm just going to take them with me. Extra as fuck, I know. But yeah, I'm just going to make sure that I'm always looking at my face nice and close up, making sure that I'm not missing any spots. Let's zoom you out and do our lips. Just to let you know guys as well, a little trick that I do with my lashes is I actually cut them so there's nothing really that close to my inner corner, which means when I get a bit weepy, if I do, then my lashes won't ping up. So they're not actually that close. If I look up, you can see they're actually a little bit further away. I know that some people really don't like that, but I've done it for years and I really like the way that it looks. So I said what I said. Okay, for lips in this one, we're going to do red. I've done a little lip scrub and I put my lip balm on before I filmed, so my lips are super smooth. And the lip liner I'm going to use is MAC Cherry, and the lip stick that I'm going to use is the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in Don't Stop. This is pretty much my go-to red. So let's line these lips. And just remember, if you are going to overdraw your lips, you want to overdraw in the centre, not the sides. Otherwise it can kind of end up looking a little bit kind of like sausage lips. That looks a bit pink on me, you know? And yeah, no, it looks really pink. Maybe in hindsight I would actually use a different lip liner, but I don't actually have that many reds at the moment. And then we're going to go in with Don't Stop. Okay, you guys. Lip is on. Do you know what I like about a red lip is look how white it makes your teeth. Oh, look, hey, blushing bride. We're going to go in with a little bit more powder. I'm just going to use a huge brush, same brush for my blusher actually, and just apply that in the centre. I'm really sorry guys, but I just want to add a little bit more bronzer. Don't judge me. I like a bit of bronze onto the cheek. We're missing one thing, wouldn't you agree? Oh, look, it's got a hole in it. The future Mrs. McCann. Quick fact for you guys, a lot of you have been asking if I'm going to change my name from Jamie Genevieve. No, because Jamie Genevieve is my first and my middle name. It's not my full name. So I will just be Jamie Genevieve McCann. I am taking Jack's name and I'm actually really excited about it. I think his second name's lovely and I'm excited to share it with him. The eyes look by itself with a nude lipstick is a bit of me. I think it's really gorgeous. It is quite subtle. The lashes aren't that long, like they're not that thick, they're not overwhelming or anything. The skin looks fab. So you guys, that is the end of the makeup look. I hope you really liked it. I am really loving it. Let me know what you guys think down below. I do really love our little chats in the comments about this, especially because it's wedding makeup. It's so personal to every single person that talks about it. Everyone's style is so different as well. So let me know what you think about this look and I will be back later to check in with you guys. I have a busy day today. I'm going to go and get this trial done. So excited. Right now it is 11 AM. I'll check in with you guys in a few hours just to show you. Got a little bit of time and yeah, I'll just see you guys in a little bit. I am back from my dress appointment. We took a little bit longer than I thought, so it's actually currently 6:10. So this makeup has been on for 7 hours, over 7 hours. It's great. I'm really, really happy. The lipstick I've not touched up. I've actually not touched up anything. The only thing that I think I need to do is just I always get my knuckle and just smooth that out. But it looks great. This base makeup's amazing. I really think that the matte Herborian primer is working wonders because I do have a nice kind of glow to my skin, which I like, but it's not oily. So I'm going to zoom you in. So here you can see the skin close up. Looks good. I've been in and out of dresses and outfits all day. It's warm in Glasgow as well just now. We were stuck in traffic on the way home for an hour. Yeah, I'm really, really happy. The lipstick's obviously come off a little bit because I've been eating and drinking, but apart from that, good job everybody. Another thing I will mention, I have never got so many compliments on my makeup. The girls that work in Eleganza who are making my dress, I see them all the time and I've always got kind of like makeup on for an idea for bridal makeup. I have never had so many compliments on my makeup as I have with this one. So it's really making me think that if I don't wear a red lip during the day, maybe I'll change for nighttime into a red lip. Also, one of the days either side, I'm definitely going to have to wear a red lip because it just looked so good with my dress and my other kind of stuff that's going on. So yeah, really, really happy with it. Yeah, I hope you guys liked another kind of bridal tutorial. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye! So I've already done, reading all your guys's, wow, that's not English, is it? I cannot see a fucking thing in that mirror. There you can see that the eye looks, oh my god, that's so sick. Bogies everywhere. Guys, if I'm sick on my wedding day, I'm just gonna have to do it in my pajamas. I'm sweating a lot. Now we've got all our kind of face products in place, we're gonna, but we're not actually getting married until what time is it? I should know this. These are good lashes. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's a bit nuts, isn't it? I wonder what hair. Maybe not that, but still. Look underneath of this. Cute! Oh my god, I look like fucking vulgar or some shit.